Welcome back. It's 1986, and we are on the road to WrestleMania. For the next few episodes, you'll get to see this beautiful backdrop advertising WrestleMania as it was set out in real life. But of course, this is my series. And the WWF are on a path of greatness with Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair in action. But in a poor pre-show match, the Fantastics defeat Young Stallions in 8:21. Bobby Phil to defeat Paul Ramon by pin for the rocket launcher. There's 11,700 people here tonight. Jim Powers 43, Paul Ramon 43, Tommy Rogers 48, and Bobby Fulton 49. Paul Ramon and Ron Ball and Tommy Rogers in performance of 49D+. Cannot complain. In a poor pre-show match, Americana defeated Linda Dallas in 8:11 by pinfall. Linda Dallas 41, Americana 37. Linda Dallas improved in performance of 43D. And if you want to see more of Americana and Linda Dallas, please go and watch the Impact Wrestling series from 1987. So we're a year ahead. We're now in 1988, actually. In that, we're on the road to Bound for Glory, and that's getting interesting as well, as I'm billing Americana to be the leader of the Knockouts division over there. So if you want to see that, come and watch it. In a pre-show match, Diesel Wrestling and Denver Cheat, Steven Regal defeated Chris Benoit in 7:58 by pin for the Exploder Suplex. Benoit and Steven Regal don't click, but what a match. Benoit 58, Regal 41. Benoit in performance of 59C. I think Benoit's going to be getting pushed after WrestleMania. In a decent pre-show match, Brutus Beefcake defeated Fabulous Lawrence in 8:08 by pinfall. Brutus Beefcake 62, Lawrence in 38. No work improvements of 58C minus. In a decent pre-show match, Mr. Perfect defeated Shane Douglas by submission. Shane Douglas 51, Mr. Perfect 77. Shane Douglas in flying and Mr. Perfect in Rumble 75B minus. Not too bad. Then in a pre-show bout, I had decent wrestling with Donald Cheat. Terry Taylor defeated Owen Hart in 7:56 by pin for the 5 arm. Terry Taylor 48, Owen Hart 62. He's debuted. Terry Taylor's improved in performance. He's also debuted his old school face gimmick, Scott Shrin of Average. So there is some new people coming in tonight, I know for a fact. Then we go to the black, and Ric Flair saying he goes, "It's a new year, baby! Woo!" The Force Horsemen have taken over the WWF. You see, the powerhouse that runs the place. You see, we are the powerhouse that runs the place. You see, WrestleMania is coming very fast and soon. At WrestleMania 2, I'll become the WWF World Heavyweight Champion and take out the hero, Hulk Hogan. 76B minus to open up the night. Beautiful. And then we go straight into a 76B minus tag match. And above had great wrestling and decent crowd. British Bulldogs defeated the Rock and Roll Express in 7:34, and Davey Boy Smith defeated Ricky Morton by pin with the power of clean, lift and diving headbutt. Diamond Kid 85, Davey Boy 81, Robert Gibson 60, Ricky Morton 59. No work improvements, a nice way to kick off the night of action on Superstars. In a decent match, Magnum TA defeated Truly Blanchard in 7:46 by pinfall. Truly Blanchard 71, Magnum TA 55. Magnum TA improving performance. It should have changed that match because Truly Blanchard is now in 2 matches tonight. Oops. And Paul's there and he goes, "So this is the age of big men like Andre the Giant. It's time someone beat him. If his team loses, he's never pinned, and it pisses me off. It's time someone beat him, and that someone will be me." 77p from B. Aldorf. Brilliant angle from Paul Ondorf there. Beautiful. In a decent match, the fearsome men defeat Mankind, Taker, and Vader defeat Slaughter and the Killer Bees in 8:10 when the Undertaker defeat Jim Bernzil by pin for the Tombstone. In terms of when Silent Slaughter potential burnouts, that's fine. Jim Bernzil 54, Brian Blair 50, Silent Slaughter 74, Vader 59, the Undertaker 56, and Mankind 54. Mankind in performance of 68% plus. Cannot complain with that. The fearsome men are doing great at the moment in the company. I'm really proud of them. Have we got anything booked? I know we've got Superstars. Got Madison Square Garden's coming up in week 3. You've got that. This is coming Saturday night. I forgot about that. I ain't got much. We just got them 2 this month. No big ones. What we got but we've got everything more or less booked. Andre the Giant. Let's have a look. Andre the Giant versus Paul Ondorf's booked. Buddy Graham versus Roddy Piper's booked. Bob Orton Jr. versus Kurt Hennig is booked. And time for to Ric Flair. So yeah, we've still got a few storyline matches to get booked for WrestleMania, so they'll probably get booked tonight. I know there's one match being booked tonight. In the next exceptional match, Sting, Jake Robertson, Andre the Giant, and Hulk Hogan defeated Harley Race, Paul Orndorff, taking on Ted DiBiase in 7:34, and Sting defeated Ted DiBiase by pinfall. Sting was the weak link, that's fine. Hulk Hogan had an in-ring performance of 100. Andre the Giant 96, Jake Roberts 85, Sting 55, Ted DiBiase 82, Terry Funk 75, Paul Orndorff 72, Harley Race 78. The Go and Destroy the Giant storylines versus segment and the Roberts versus Funk storylines versus segment. Sting improving in Rumble and performance, 75B-. Of course, we are billing Sting to be the next face. The Randy Savage is in the back. I'm just going to quickly do this. I know it's not going to work out very well, but the turn went, it went pretty well. That's fine. Just going to turn her heel so she matches Randy Savage. I had it with people saying I can't win or beat Ricky Steamboat. I will at WrestleMania, and I'll take it. I'll take all this heat. Oh, heat. I can't stand this heat. I will not tolerate it anymore. So he's basically just screaming into the camera at that point, you know. And of course, we ain't got Gene Okerlund. Now, have I got that butt? Yeah, Ricky Steamboat versus Randy Savage. I'm quite going to enjoy WrestleMania. I'm not going to scream and shout. In about that, decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Lilikai, Luna Vonk, and Medusa defeated Susan Starr, Susie Spirit, and Velvet McIntyre in 7:54. And Lilikai defeated Velvet McIntyre by putting the big boot. Velvet McIntyre 50, Susie Spirit 34, Susan Starr 41, Medusa 50, Luna 50, and Lilikai 55. We're going to book up our women's match for the WrestleMania in April. January, February, March, April. So we've got about 4 months of this backdrop, but we do a month episode, so you've got 4 episodes before WrestleMania. So 4 episodes with this backdrop. If I remember rightly, we are going to be doing Velvet McIntyre. If this doesn't go with the storyline, I'll quickly change the storyline, but this is what I remember the storyline being. Taking on Lillian Kaya in action for the women's title. 50D plus, not bad. This is nice. In a good match, Tito Santana and Honky Tonk Man defeat Greg Valentine and Bob Orton Jr. when Honky Tonk Man defeat Greg Valentine by pinfall for the Devil Hunt Jesus. Honky Tonk Man's beat the performance, that's fine. Bob Orton 74, Greg Valentine 70, Honky Tonk Man 49, and Tito Santana 72. He's debuted as impersonator. Average impersonator, he's got one show very good. He's debuting as a babyface. And then why ain't Roddy Piper on screen? Noise Mean Gene. What the hell's going on? But 76 by Malice. So Roddy's on screen. He goes, "Superstar Billy Graham, you come here and try and take over my company and my fans. You think I'm not going to come after you? You think I'm not going to take you WrestleMania 2 and I'll face you one-on-one, and it's going to be the downfall of the superstar Billy Graham." 11,000. So yeah, nice promo. In about that good wrestling special crowd, Michael Haynes defeated Adrian Adonis in 8:07 by pinfall. Adrian Adonis 72, Michael Haynes 61. Adrian Adonis improved performance. David his old school face, got a training average. Road Warrior Animal, the Road Warriors and Brett and Jim did not have a conversation backstage. And this is why Shirley Brown should have been wrestling twice. And about that great wrestling good heat, the 4 Horsemen, Ollie, Truly, Arn and Ric Flair defeat Junkyard Dog, Stan Hansen, Jim Duggan and Rick Rude in 8:38. When Rick Rude was defeated by submission. Ollie Anderson, Ric Flair's head shoulders, but Ollie Anderson's weakness was fine. Ric Flair's getting better his gimmick. Stan Hansen's debut is Cowboy below average. Rick Rude old school face average. William Monsoon, Jess Ventura and Bobby Heenan all have good thing. Ric Flair shot in this match. Ric Flair 98, so I'm hoping this match does good at WrestleMania. Ollie Anderson 66, Truly 70, Ollie's 57, Rick Rude 69, Jim Duggan 69, Stan Hansen 80, Drink Not Dog 74. So yeah, we're doing quite well. 76B-. Of course, we haven't got things like WrestleMania or any pay-per-views like that yet. They didn't come in until, and I'm going to go to my notes on my phone to make sure I say this correctly. Royal Rumble came in 1998. SummerSlam came in 1998 and Survivor Series came in 1987, so they will be added at these respectable times at that time. Marie, leave the plant alone. In a decent match, the Hart Foundation and Team Awesome defeated the Rockers and the Road Warriors in 7:43 when Bret Hart defeated Shawn Michaels by submission and sharpshooter. Road Warrior Hawk 76, Road Warrior Animal 66, Mighty Genetic 46, Shawn Michaels 55, Mike Rotundo 49, Bay Windham 65, Jim Nadine 65, and Bret Hart 878. The tag team storyline advanced but lost heat, a 71C+. Video plays hyping Graham, Steamboat versus Piper and Macho Man Randy Savage. And it gets an 81B. In an exceptional match, Roddy Piper and Randy Savage defeat Billy Graham and Ricky Steamboat in 1935, and Roddy Piper defeat Billy Graham by pinfall. Billy Graham's winning, that's fine. Billy Graham's gimmick, Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth, and all these ones. Ricky Steamboat 87, Billy Graham 66, Randy Savage 90, Roddy Piper 90. Roddy Piper improved performance, that's fine. Native B. That's where we close out our first edition of WWF Superstars, and we'll see you at the main event. Let's come in Saturday night. Thank you for watching. 79B for the first part of this episode. Not bad. Which we'll see you on Saturday for Saturday night's main event. Thank you for watching. Welcome back. WWF main event. No angles tonight. Quite literally, there's only one angle. In front of 25,597 people at the Scallop Court Field. And above that, good wrestling and decent action from the crowd. Tito Santana defeated Owen Hart in 14:36 by pin with the flying off for He's now making defense number 12 of his Intercontinental. Owen Hart 63, Tito Santana 77. William Monsoon and Bobby Heenan have pretty good chemistry. 76 Owen Hart's improving performance. 76 B minus, not bad at all. In a decent match, the Fantastics defeat Team Awesome, the Rockers and Young Stallions in 15:13. The other elimination was the Rockers first, then the Young Stallions, and finally Team Awesome. Now it's quality in the colour commentary match a boost. Let's just click here. Tony Rogers 54, Bobby Felton 50, Mike Rotundo 55, Barry Windham 64, Mike Jannetty 54, Shawn Michaels 55, Pedro Powers 45, Paul Ramon 42, 61C, not bad. Did I? So I'm just going to check something. No, I wouldn't have done that. That's fine. I only knew they did Impact Wrestling together. Sorry guys, I'm just checking something, and it means I'm going to have to edit together Impact Wrestling and that before I can book the next show. In an exceptional match, Billy Graham and Andre the Giant defeat Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff in 14:35, and Andre the Giant defeat Paul Orndorff by pinfall body slam. Paul Orndorff's weak link, that's fine. Andre the Giant 96, Billy Graham 91, this time Paul Orndorff 77, Roddy Piper 96, no work improvements, not bad, an 81B. Nice little match, an 81B, beautiful. Let's continue. In a poor match, Lily Kai, Linda Dallas and Luna defeat and Medusa defeated Americana, Susan Spirit, Susan Starr, and Velvet McIntyre in 14:35, and Lily Kai defeated Susan Starr by pin with a big boot. Velvet McIntyre 53, Susan Starr 43, Susie Spirit 36, Americana 38, Medusa 48, Luna 50, Linda Dallas 46, Lily Kai 56, a 50D plus. Beautiful. In above that, decent wrestling with number 2, the Fearsome Men, Mankind, Ken and Nakasaki, The Undertaker and Vader defeat Terry Taylor, Magnum TA and Rock and Roll Express in 14:31, when Ken and Nakasaki defeated Terry Taylor by pin with a Kamazaki Crash. And Ken and Nakasaki debuts Mysterious gimmick. It's got to show in a below average. Magnum TA was Gamebo's gimmick. Let's go down. Vader 62, Ken Undertaker 51, Ken and Nakasaki 56, Mankind 53, Magnum TA 56, Terry Taylor 45. Robert Gibson 54, Ricky Morton 52. Ricky Morton in Rumble in Performance and The Undertaker in Rumble, sorry. Just tilt the screen back a bit so I can see better. See me in it. And above that, Subpar Wrestling and Little Heat, Greg Valentine defeated Archangel in 14:45 by pin with the elbow drop. Archangel 16, Greg Valentine 70. Peter Santana, Archangel in Rumble and Performance, nice 54 C minus. In about that, good heat and decent wrestling, Junkyard Dog defeated Brutus Beefcake in 15:22 by pinfall. Junkyard Dog 65, Brutus Beefcake 62. Junkyard Dog in performance 69C plus. In about that, decent wrestling, but much heat, Ricky Rude defeated Steven Regal and Shane Douglas in 14:44 when Rick Rude defeated Shane Douglas by pinfall with the Rude Awakening. Rick Rude 67, Steve Regal 48, and Shane Douglas 48. No work for 62C. Not bad actually, not a bad match. In about that, good heat, good wrestling and decent match crowd, British Bulldogs defeated the Killer Bees in 14:58 when Davey Boy defeated Jim Brazil by pin for the power clean lift and diving headbutt. Brian Blair and Jim Brazil have excellent Shedex continue to go. Dave McKidd 77, Davey Boy 74, Jim Brazil 59, and Brian Blair 57. No work on 73B minus. In a good match, Adrian Jonas defeated Jim Duggan in 14:58 by pin with the Adorable Dog. Adrian Jonas 72, Jim Duggan 65, Duggan improving technical 75B minus. In a decent match, Fabulous Lawrence defeated Bob Orton Jr. in 14:47 by pin for the Pile Driver. Bob Orton Jr. 73, Fabulous Lawrence 38, 66C plus, no work improvements. Not very good performance from Fabulous Lawrence here tonight. In about that, good wrestling and decent crowd, Sergeant Slaughter, Chris Benoit and Sting defeated Terry Funk, Mr. Perfect and Ted DiBiase in 14:47. Chris Benoit defeated Mr. Perfect by submission, a 73B minus. Ted DiBiase 78, Mr. Perfect 69, Terry Funk 69, Sting 60, Chris Benoit 66, and Sergeant Slaughter 69. Not bad, Sting improving performance. 73B minus. In about Superb Wrestling and Great Heat, Ricky Steamboat and the Road Warriors defeat Randy Savage and the Hart Foundation in 14:39 with Ricky Steamboat defeat Bret Hart by pinfall of Flying Karate Chop. Road Warrior Hawk 80, Animal 69, Steamboat 93, Savage 95, Jim Nadine 80, 68 and Bret Hart 80. No work on previous and 81B. In a good match, the Four Horsemen, Ollie Anderson, Truly Bantry and Arn Anderson and Ric Flair defeated Jake the Snake Roberts, Honky Tonk Man, Stan Hansen, and Michael Haynes in 15:23, and Ollie Anderson defeated Michael Haynes by pinfall in 82B. Ric Flair 98, Arn Anderson 70, Truly Bantry 67, Ollie 54, Michael Haynes 61, Stan Hansen 78, Honky Tonk Man 49, and Jake Roberts 88. Honky Tonk Man in performance in 82B, not bad. In our main event of the night is Hulk Hogan taking on Harley Race. An 86B in a battle that had sensational wrestling of fantastic heat. Hulk Hogan defeated Harley Race in 1937 by pinfall the Axe Bomber. Hulk Hogan makes defense number 11 of his World Heavyweight title. Harley Race and Hulk Hogan have had great chemistry showed in their performance. Harley Race 84, Hogan 100. No work appearance an 86B plus. That's where we end tonight's main event with an 86B plus. Not bad at all. I will see you guys live. That is going to go to Hulk. Rick, and I'm also going to go to, not Rick Rude, tell you that for Matt, and I'm going to go to Andre the Giant, and as I'll see you guys live for WWF Superstars, which will be the final episode I booked today, and we'll see you guys live for that on Wednesday night. Welcome back, WWF Superstars is live, and tonight we're doing a very hype heavy for WrestleMania show. For 10,000 people at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Centre. I'm going to preach about that decent wrestling. If I don't want to cheat, the fearsome men, Mankind, Vader, The Undertaker, Ken and Nagasaki to beat Archangel, Chris Benoit, and the Rock and Roll Express. So featuring Ken and Nagasaki to defeat Benoit by pinfall the powers of hypnosis. 61C, Archangel's a weak link, that's fine. Ken and Nagasaki 59, The Undertaker 54, Vader 54, Mankind 53, Robert Gibson 58, Ricky Morton 60, Benoit 61. Archangel 23, yeah. Archangel's going to have to improve a bit, but 61C, not bad at all. In a pre-show battle, I had these, in a poor pre-show match, Luna, Medusa, and Linda Dulles defeat Susan Starr, and Americana. And 7:57 when Medusa defeats Sue Swift by pinfall the German suplex. Americana's getting better gimmick, Medusa slowed by her injury. Americana 40, Susan Starr 30, Susie Spit 33, Linda Dulles 40, and Medusa and 45, and Luna out there with 50. Luna in Rumble and Americana in, what was that? Technical, thank you, game. In a pre-show battle, Sapphire Signal Little Heat, Shane Douglas defeated Vinny Valentino in 7:50 by pinfall Billy Belly suplex. Vinny Valentino 33, Shane Douglas 42. No work appearance. Vinny Valentino is here on a one-night deal. In a pre-show battle, decent wrestling, Owen Hart defeated Terry Taylor in 7:41 by pinfall. Terry Taylor 51, Owen Hart 16. No work improvements, a 62C. A 95A star to open up the night. Hulk Hogan's back and he goes, "Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Everybody's looking towards WrestleMania 2. You see, you got the bull rope matches and the huge title matches. Ric Flair and his few stooges are always behind him. You see, every match I have had, I've kept this gold around my waist for 2 years. Mean Gene, tonight, the main event will be a rematch on Saturday night. This time, once again, I'll keep this belt around my waist. Brother." In a battle that had great wrestling, good heat, Greg Valentine from the Hart Foundation defeated Tito Santana and Road Warriors when Greg Valentine defeated Road Warrior Hawk by pinfall in 7 minutes 46. Road Warrior Hawk 84, Road Warrior Mill 70, Tito Santana 74, Jimmy D. Not 68, Bret Hart 79, and Greg Valentine 70. Greg Valentine improving in Rumble. 73 B-, not bad. In a battle that had decent wrestling, Madonna Chief, Falcon McIntyre drew with Lillian Kaya in 5:54 following a double countout. Falcon McIntyre 48, Lily Kaya 44, Falcon McIntyre in Rumble. 54C-. And I've already booked this match. For some reason you didn't get the angle last week on Superstars because I would have booked this, but I remember setting up an angle for this. But it's going to be Jake Roberts versus Terry Funk in a bull rope match. And Terry goes, "So you want a bull rope match? It is on. You see, I'm the most hardcore wrestler in the world, and I'm going to choose anything that is not tied down. And my friend, I hope you're ready to bleed." 59C from Terry Funk, not bad. In above 8, Growth Wrestling and decent match, we crowd the Rockers defeated the Bulldogs in 8:23 when Shawn Michaels defeated Davey Boy Smith by pinfall the Rocker Shock. Mighty Genetic 57, Michaels 54, Dynamite Kid 85, Davey Boy 80. I'm just checking my shirt because I have a real nasty problem. And Davey Boy 80, no work improvements, 74B minus. I get really nasty X-Force link on my head. I don't know what it is, but I get really nasty scabs. And whenever I rub my hand over my head, I get all these horrible scabs and dry blood and stuff all on my head. Yeah, lovely, I know. And about that, good wrestling and decent match crowd. Michael Haynes, Rick Rude, and Sting defeat Adrian Adonis, Bob Orton Jr. and Mr. Perfect in 8:24, and Sting defeat Mr. Perfect by pinfall. Mr. Perfect 78, Bob Orton 74, Adrian Adonis 74, Sting 56, Rick Rude 64, and Michael Haynes 64. Michael Haynes improving in Rumble, 76B minus. Randy Savage and Ricky Steamboat in the barracks, argument backstage, and then they start having a massive brawl. Avia Place hyping up Paul Orndorff taking Andre the Giant taking on Andre the Giant live on pay-per-view. In an exceptional match, Stan Hansen, Ricky Steamboat, Jake Roberts, Billy Graham, and Andre the Giant defeat Paul Orndorff, Randy Savage, Roddy Piper, Ted DiBiase, and Terry Funk in 8:21 when Andy Giant defeat Paul Orndorff by pin with a body slam. Andre the Giant 96, Billy Graham 90, Jake Roberts 87, Ricky Steamboat 87, Stan Hansen 87, Terry Funk 75, Ted DiBiase 85, Roddy Piper 91, Savage 90, Paul Orndorff 74, and then all these storylines advance. Savage in performance, Piper in Rumble, and Roberts in performance. Roddy Piper debuting in Power Spot will showcase his ability to sell well. His psychology will be helped by able to use as a go-to spot in the future. Awesome. In above that, good heat and decent wrestling. Chris Beefcake defeated Honky Tonk Man in 7:45 by pinfall. Honky Tonk Man 50, Chris Beefcake 59. No work improvements of 60C. Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair have a heated conversation backstage but don't come to blows. In above that, decent wrestling, Devon Sheet, the Killer Bees, and the Fantastic Sweet, the Young Stallions, and Team Also Make 12 and Bobby Fulton defeat Jim Powers by pin with a flying body press. Tommy Rogers 45, Bobby Fulton 44, Jim Brazil 56, 55, Brian Blair 50, Mike Rotundo 52, and Barry Windham 69. Barry Windham, of course, once again, head and shoulders very nuts. Paul Ramone in Technical, Tommy Rogers in performance, and Jim Brazil in performance 59C. Another hype for WrestleMania 2 with Roddy Piper taking on Billy Graham. In a decent match, Jim Duggan defeated Steven Regal in 7:57 by pinfall a running clothesline tackle. Steven Regal 48, Jim Duggan 68. Oh, 64C, no work improvements. And of course, we're going to have our typical Four Horsemen match. In a superb match, the Four Horsemen, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Trudy Blanchard, and Ollie Anderson defeated Slaughter, Magnum TA, Fabulous Lawrence, and Junkyard Dog in 7:53 when Ric Flair defeated Fabulous Lawrence by pinfall. In terms of ring work, Ric Flair's head and shoulders went up. Fabulous Lawrence was the weak link, that's fine. Next exchange. Junkyard Dog 75, Fabulous Lawrence 44, Magnum TA 67, Slaughter 72, Ollie Anderson out there with 66, like Trudy Blanchard 77, and Anderson out there with a Anderson 69 and Ric Flair 98. Magnum TA in performance is 76B minus, not bad. And your main event tonight is Harley Race taking on Hulk Hogan. This time only getting a 80B. I don't think it was as long as the main event of the show, but an 80B is fine. In a battle of sensational wrestling and fantastic heat, Hulk Hogan defeated Harley Race in 1956 by a pin with a big leg drop. Hulk Hogan makes defense number 12 of his WWF World Heavyweight title. Harley Race and Organ of Action Chemistry. Harley Race 85, Hogan 100. No work improvements. Of course, Hogan makes defense number 12. Hulk Hogan celebrating his victory, and the revealing Ric Flair runs in and attacks, beating Hogan down to the mat. And that's where we end tonight's show with 79B. Increase our popularity in 12 regions. And I'll see you next week for another edition of WWF. Tonight, for the first time since starting this series, we're not only going to be live to England and the United States of America, we're going to be live to an area of Japan. I don't know what it's called, I think it's Kento. And we're also going to be live to Canada. And we're in front of 10,000 people tonight at the DC Armory in Washington, DC. We're live from the capital of America for tonight's WWF pre-taping of Superstars, which will air on Saturday night. Taped on a Wednesday night and get shown on a Saturday night. But in a decent pre-show match, Steven Regal and the Killer Bees defeated Shane Douglas and the Bulldogs in 8:21 when Steven Regal defeated Shane Douglas by pinfall. Steven Regal's right off his game at the announce desk. Howard Finkel's pretty weak, that's fine. Dynamite Kid 79, Stevie Boy 77, Shane Douglas 50, Regal 47, Jim Brazil 59, and Brian Blair 49. David Boy in Flying and Steven Regal in Performance. Nice. 62C to open up the night. I don't think we're going to keep that going. In a pre-show round, good wrestling and decent match of crowd. Terry Funk defeats Sting in 7:37 by pin of the pile driver. Sting 57, Terry Funk 76. No working for 76B minus. In a pre-show round, surprise and it'll hit Linda Dallas, Luna, and Medusa defeat Susan Spirit, Susan Star, and Velvet McIntyre in 8:15 when Linda Dallas defeats Susan Spirit by pinfall. Velvet McIntyre 45, Susan Star 38. Susan Spirit 33, Medusa 49, Luna 49, and Linda Dallas 40. Don't forget we are at Madison Square Gardens this Sunday night. So Luna improving performance, Velvet McIntyre flying and performance of 48D+. In a poor pre-show match, Young Stallions defeated Fantastic in 7:53 when Jim Powers defeated Tommy Rogers by pin for the double dropkick. Tommy Rogers 51, Bobby Filton 50, Jim Powers 43, and Paul Ramone 40. Jim Powers in performance. Nice. Beautiful. In a decent pre-show match, Mr. Perfect defeated Fabulous Lawrence by pinfall the Henning Plex. Fabulous Lawrence 43, Mr. Perfect 78. These two have great chemistry, which is nice. No work improvements. 71C+. Nice little pre-show match. 78B in a superb pre-show match, Harley Race and Roddy Piper defeat Michael Haynes and Tito Santana in 8:20 when Harley Race defeated Michael Haynes by pin of the pile driver. Tito Santana 73, Haynes 66, Roddy Piper 86, and Harley Race 79. No work for 78B. And yes, we open up with 56C minus. This angle fucked up big time. Because it's meant to be Bret Hart, Jim Nadine Hart, Owen Hart on the screen, but so we've got Road Warrior Hawk on the screen and Jim Burnsill. So I don't know what's going on there. But Bret goes, the tag team titles are belts. These Road Warriors come into this company and still are tag team titles. You see, we're not interested in WrestleMania. We're going to find a way to get our title shot before them. And Jim goes, you see, we're the best tag team in WWF and nobody can touch us. We are brothers. And we are taking over the WWF. Other than the new member, Owen Hart. This is the Hart Foundation. So they're wearing their pink, brown and blue. And they can open up the night. In about that, great wrestling and a decent match of crowd. The Hart Foundation, Bret Hart, Jim Nadine Hart, and Owen Hart defeat Rick Rude and the Road Warriors in 7:10 and Owen Hart defeat Road Warrior by submission of Sharpshooter. Hawk 81, Road Warrior 74, Rick Rude 71, Owen Hart 64, Jim Nadine Hart 66, and Owen Hart 80. Road Warrior improved performance is 75B minus. Nice. In a poor match, Lily Kai defeated Americana in 6:47 by pinfall diving splash. She makes defense on one of the women's title. Americana 38, Lily Kai 55. Americana in performance 52D+. Not bad. And then, of course, after the match, Lily Kai's getting better with gimmick. Velvet McIntyre runs in and beats her up. That's fine. In a good match, Sergeant Slaughter defeated Brutus Beefcake in 8:07 by pinfall. Slaughter 73, Beefcake 61. No work for 73B minus. Then Jim Cornette's in the back and he goes, you see, these four men, the fearsome men, are now my boys. I've come to WWF to take these four men to greatness. You see, it's time people in the WWF realised that these are the next stars. The WWF put everything on hold. We're coming for the gold. Nice promo for Jim Cornette there. And the four men have now got their manager, which I wanted for a while. In a superb match, Greg Valentine defeated Magnum TA in 7:50 by pinfall. Magnum TA 71. Greg Valentine 75. No work improvements, so 76B minus. Paul Orndorff, Randy Savage, and Miss Elizabeth backstage. Dean Oakland gets an 8B and they go, tonight, me and my partner Savage will be taking on the Giant and the man who can beat Ricky Steamboat. And the man who can be beat, Ricky Steamboat. You see, tonight, you're looking at the ringing combination. And tonight, we are going to win. And Savage goes, oh, yeah. We're going out there to be victorious. And that big stinky giant and the dragon with his fire will not beat us tonight. It's going to be us on top of the world. Oh, yeah. No work improvements on 80B. Then in the next sectional match, Randy Savage and Paul Orndorff defeat Ricky Steamboat and Giant in 7:37. Paul Orndorff defeat Ricky Steamboat by pinfall the pile driver. Andre the Giant 96. Ricky Steamboat 89, Paul Orndorff 73, and Randy Savage 90. Ricky Steamboat improving in Rumble. 77B, not bad. In above that decent wrestling, below heat, the fearsome men, Kenta Nakasaki, Mankind, The Undertaker, and Vader defeat Archangel, Chris Benoit, and The Rock as an 8:30, and Kenta Nakasaki defeat Archangel by pin of the power of hypnosis. Archangel's a weak link, that's fine. That's why we put him in this match to improve him. Vader 59, Taker 55, Mankind 52, Nagasaki 59. Benoit 62, Archangel 24, Mighty Genetics 46, and Michaels 51. Michaels in Rumble and Archangel and Technol. Fine, that's a 58C minus. Cannot complain with that match. Then we get Greg Valentine in the back, and he goes, "You see, it's Tito Santana, the Intercontinental Champion, the star of the show, according to some people. I am the star of this show, and that title should be mine. You see, at WrestleMania 2, this will be mine, and it will be awesome." 65C from Greg Valentine. Not bad promo, actually, from him. In a decent match, Terry Taylor and the Rock and Roll supposed to defeat Bob Orton Jr. and Team Awesome in 7:49 when Terry Taylor defeated Mike Tondo by pull the 5-arm. Mike Tondo 55, Barry Windham 64, Bob Orton Jr. 67, Terry Taylor 52, Gibson 60, and Ricky Morton 62. No worker rooms, 67C+. And then Billy Graham gets a 79Bs. He's back. He goes, "You see, this superstar has arrived, but a man known as Roddy Piper has a problem with me. Piper, you have a problem with me. I don't care. If you do, and we are facing at WrestleMania 2, because these awesome fans, and we're facing WrestleMania, because these awesome fans like me, and that's all I care about. And I'm going to make this match be awesome." 79B. Oof. So he beats up, and then he takes on and defeats Ted DiBiase. I don't know what the rating was, but there we go, because it skipped it twice. But in an exceptional match, Dusty Rhodes defeats Adrian Adonis in 808 by pinfall of Bionic Elbow. 77B, Dusty Rhodes' blue collar gimmick above average. Dusty Rhodes is getting better at his gimmick. Adrian Adonis 71, Dusty Rhodes 85. No work on Prim 77B. Welcome to the company, Dusty Rhodes. We're more or less taking all the big names from Jim Crockett Promotions now, unless they're old and, like in the 50s. And our main event tonight is Stan Hansen, Jake Roberts, Honky Tonk Man, and Hulk Hogan taking on Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Ollie Anderson, and Trudy Blanchard. In an exceptional match, the Four Horsemen, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Trudy Anderson, Ollie Anderson defeat Stan Hansen, Honky Tonk Man, Jake Roberts, and Hulk Hogan in 21:57. Honky Tonk Man's weak link, that's fine. Hogan 100. Let's click here. Jake Roberts 86, Honky Tonk Man 52, Stan Hansen 84, Ollie Anderson 67, Trudy Blanchard 77, Arn Anderson 74, and Ric Flair 98. Trudy Blanchard and Flying Honky Tonk Man in performance. And then our final segment of the night is a pre-poster match. In a good poster match, Jim Duggan defeated Junkyard Dog in 14:52 by the winning toe star tackle. Jim Duggan 66, Junkyard Dog 64. No work improvements. Jim Duggan was getting better his gimmick, but Junkyard Dog was visibly tiring towards the end. That's fine. And we end the show with 75B minus, which still increases our popularity in 28 regions, including Canada, America, a place in Japan, and England. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you on Sunday Night Live from Madison Square Gardens. We'll see you for that. Thank you for watching. Welcome back. It's WWF action live from Madison Square Gardens. No angles tonight except for one, but in a decent match, Stan Hansen, Honky Tonk Man, Tito Santana defeated Greg Valentine, Steve Regal, and Nikita Koloff in 15:07. When Stan Hansen defeated Nikita Koloff by a pin for the Western Lariat. He's Nikita Koloff came around above average. Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan have pretty good chemistry in calling matches. Tito Santana 75, Honky Tonk Man 48. Stan Hansen 80, Nikita Koloff 62, Steven Regal 50, Greg Valentine 68. As I said, we're taking over and taking some of the big names out of the JCP Jim Crockett Promotions. Greg Valentine has improved in performance. I'm taking this more seriously. In about that decent wrestling up sheet, Susan Starr defeated Lily Kine 15-10 when Lily Kine was kind of by Velvet McIntyre ringside. Susan Starr 40, Lily Kine 56. And Susan Starr has improved in performance of 55C minus. Not bad for a women's match. And 80B, and above that, great wrestling and decent match. Chicago, Chris Benoit and the Road Warriors defeated the Hart Foundation, Owen, Brett, and Jim in 15:04, and Chris Benoit defeated Brett by submission. Bret Hart 82, Jim Nadine Hart 69, Owen Hart 66, Benoit 66, Hawk 80, and Animal 68. No work improvements. The Road Warriors, of course, that continues the storyline. Most of these matches tonight are, mixed between multi-man and singles action. In about that decent wrestling defeat, Mr. Perfect defeated Terry Taylor in 15:19 by pin on the Henningplex. Mr. Perfect 17:70, Terry Taylor 53. Mr. Perfect improved in performance to 70C+. Not bad at all. In about that decent wrestling defeat, the four fearsome men, Vader, The Undertaker, Mankind, and Ken and Nagasaki defeated Douglas, Archangel, and the Rockers in 15:16 when Ken and Nagasaki defeated Shane Douglas by pin for the Kamazaki Crash. Archangel's weak link, that's fine. Mighty Jannetty seemed off his game, did good work at ringside. Now it's quality in the collar to give a boost. Archangel 27, Shane Douglas 51, Mighty Jannetty 52, Michaels 54, Kenan Nakasaki 62, Mankind 54, Undertaker 55, Vader 61. Undertaker in Technol, Michaels in Technol, Vader in Rumble, and Archangel in Performance. 59C, not a bad match. In above that decent wrestling match, Luna defeated Velvet McIntyre in 14:36 by putting the Luna Eclipse after distraction for Lily Kai. Velvet McIntyre 53, Luna 48, a 55C minus again. I think the next one won't do very well, but yeah, going to keep that women's storyline going. In an exceptional match, Ricky Steamboat, Jake Roberts, and Dusty Rhodes defeated Harley Race, Randy Savage, and Terry Funk in 14:57 when Jake Roberts defeated Terry Funk by pinfall. Harley Race again better gimmick, Dusty Rhodes 79, Jake Roberts 84, Ricky Steamboat 89, Terry Funk 71, Randy Savage 92, Harley Race 81. Ricky Steamboat improved the Rumble, an 82B+, not bad at all. In a poor match, Susie Spirit defeated Medusa in 15:25 by the Sunset Flip. Medusa 46, Susie Spirit got only an in-ring performance of 32, but she's improving in technical performance 45D, not bad. In a decent match, Michael Haynes defeated Brutus Beefcake in 14:43 by pinfall. Brutus Beefcake 55, Michael Haynes 60, a 62C. In a decent match, Team Awesome and the Young Stallions defeated Fantastics and Killer Bees in 14:53 when Barry Windham defeated Bobby Filton by pinfall, the Flying Lariat. Jim Brazil, let's go up. Jim Brazil 56, Brian Blair 54, Tommy Rogers 48, Bobby Filton 49, Jim Powers 46, Paul Ramone 43, Mike Rotundo 57, Barry Windham 64, not bad. And Paul Ramone improved in technical, that's nice, 61C, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. In about that good wrestling and good heat, Adrian Adonis defeated Jim Duggan in 14:52 by pinfall, the Adorable Dog. Adrian Adonis 72, Jim Duggan 70. He's getting better as well, and that's nice to see. A 76B minus. And we've only got, this year. In a superb match, Bob Backlund defeats Sergeant Slaughter in 15:15 by pinfall, an 82B. Bob Backlund's debuted his All-American gimmick has gotten a trend above average. Bob Backlund 81, Sergeant Slaughter is 72. No work improvements, so nice to see Bob Backlund. I don't know if I had him before and fired him, I don't know, but I've brought him back if I did. And if not, welcome Bob Backlund to the roster. In a decent match, the Four Horsemen, or representing the Four Horsemen, Trudy Blanchard, Ollie Anderson, Arnold, and the Three Horsemen, defeated Junkyard Dog, Fabulous Monster, and Magnum TA in 14:52, and Arnold Anderson defeated Fabulous Oz by pinfall, but Fabulous Oz beating was fine. A retro nose or something, that's an injury. Magnum TA was way off his game, that's fine. Arnold Anderson 67, Ollie Anderson 55, Trudy Blanchard 67, MTA 53, Lawrence 40, and Junkyard Dog 75. Junkyard Dog improving in performance, a 69C+. Thank you, Tony Gurr. Oh, that's fine. In above had great wrestling and good. These has required Rick Rude defeat Ted DiBiase in 14:46 by pinfall, the Rude Awakening. Rick Rude sustained a detached thigh muscle, nice. Rick Rude 68, Ted DiBiase 682. That means we've got someone on the shelf for a while. In a poor match, Americana defeated Linda Dallas in 15:21. Linda Dallas 42, Americana 35. No work improvements. 42D. The women's matches are used as piss break matches, but yeah, some of them are quite good. In about that, good wrestling and details of crowd, Sting and the Rock Roll Express defeat Bobble and Junior Bulldogs when Sting defeated Dynamite Kid by pinfall. Dynamite Kid 77, Dave Boy 77, Bob Orton Jr. 78, Sting 64, Robert Gibson 57, and Ricky Morton 58. Sting improving in technical flying is 77B, not bad. And our main event of the night is Hulk Hogan, Andre Drone, Billy Graham, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Roddy Piper, and Paul Orndorff. That is your main event of the WWF live from Madison Square Gardens. Gets an 83B in an exceptional match. Andre the Giant, Billy Graham, Hulk Hogan defeat Ric Flair, Paul Orndorff, and Roddy Piper in 25 minutes 07. And Hulk Hogan defeat Paul Orndorff by pin with a big blood drop. Paul Orndorff's weakness trick has some performance. That's fine. Hulk Hogan 100. Billy Graham out there with a 91. Andre the Giant 95. Roddy Piper 95. Paul Orndorff 75. Ric Flair 98. No work improvements. I'm not upset with that because I think if Paul Orndorff had a 90 something, he would have been a 90 A star at least. We're on tonight's show. with an 82B, increased our popularity in 8 regions. I'm going to give that to Hulk, Billy Graham, and Ric Flair. And all of them are going to be praised. And I'll see you on Wednesday night, guys, for the final part of this episode, which will be a WWF Superstars taping. I want to thank you all for watching. I'll see you live with that very soon. Thank you for watching. 30,000 people packed out the Country Memorial Coliseum tonight, Allen Country Memorial Coliseum tonight for WWF Superstars of Wrestling, and appreciate about that decent reaction of the crowd. Bob Orton Jr. defeated Michael Haynes in 7:45 by pinfall suplex. Michael Haynes 67, Bob Orton Jr. 74. Work improvements? No work improvements. In a decent pre-show match, Young Stallions defeat Tequila Bees and Jim Powers defeat Brian Blair by pinfall handful of tights. This match did better than I thought it would, 61C. Jim Burnsville 65, Brian Blair 61, Jim Powers 49, and Paul Ramone 42. No work improvements to 61C. In a decent pre-show match, Brutus Beefcake defeats Shane Douglas in 8 and 9 by the high knee. Brutus Beefcake 62, Shane Douglas 59. Ignoring that Miss Elizabeth put the notes there, such as so everyone he's used in my list. In a pre-show about that, good wrestling and decent crowd, Terry Taylor defeated Ted DiBiase in 8:26 by pinfall the 5-arm. Ted DiBiase 81, Terry Taylor 51. No work improvements of 75B minus. We open up with 94A as Ric Flair does a promo backstage. He goes, "Woo! Did you see at MSG we lost? Why? Because the WWF split up the 4 horsemen and put these 3 in a match without me. I was put in a match with an idiot Scotsman and a madman. You see, Hogan, that match will be nothing compared to what I'm going to do to you at WrestleMania 2. You see, I have been champion. You have been champion for far too long, and it's time we had a change, and that change is going to happen very soon. And I'll stand here with you, Mean Gene, as your world champion. Woo!" Truly Rancher's better performance. Mean Gene's getting better acting and better performance skills. 90A, beautiful way to kick off. A quick drink of my tea. And if no one can do the Ric Flair Roo, we've got problems. In a decent match, Team Awesome defeat the Rock and Roll Express when Barry Windham defeated Ricky Morton by pin of the suplex. Mike Rotundo 50, Barry Windham 65, Robert Gibson 68, Ricky Morton 68, and Barry Windham in performance. Nice 71C+. In a decent match, Sting, Archangel, and Benoit defeat Regal, Perfect, and Greg Valentine when Chris Benoit defeated Greg Valentine by pin of the Dragon suplex after stress from Titus Santana. Archangel's getting better at his gimmick, so is Benoit. The announced quality in the colour commentary match boost. Benoit 67, Archangel 29, Sting 59. Valentine 70, Perfect 75, Steven Regal 54. Everyone is improving nicely, and Archangel's definitely improving. Regal improving the technical, Archangel's definitely getting better each and every single time I throw him in the ring. Randy Savage and Ricky Steamboat have a massive brawl backstage. I'm going to start including them a bit more. In a poor match, Lily Kai, Linda Dallas, Luna, and Medusa defeat Velvet McIntyre, Susie Spirit, Susan Starr, and Americana in 7:48 when Medusa defeats Susie Spirit by pin of the German suplex. Susie Spirit is well for game, and that's quality in the colour commentary match boost. Americana 41, Susan Starr 44, Susie Spirit 35, Velvet McIntyre 48, Medusa 53, Luna 52, Linda Dallas 44, Lily Kai 53. The women's tag team storyline. Title storylines fans for this. Luna in performance, Lily Kai in performance, Susie Spear in performance, and Linda Dallas in Rumble. 52D plus, nice improvements. Terry Funk's in the back and he goes, "I've had it with this Jake the Snake guy, and him carrying his snake to the ring. The WWF has taken over the industry and changing the territories forever. We have huge names, and I am one. Jake, you have nothing to stand on. I make more money than you, and at WrestleMania 3 I'm going to destroy you with a bull rope, and the WWF better have the ambulances on standby." No work improvements, excuse me, I'll just quickly check what that is. I'm looking through all the evidence today, if any scary videos, blah, blah, blah. 62C, 77B, holy shit. In about that good wrestling and details, the crowd, the British Bulldogs defeat the Fantastics. In 6:10 when Dave Boy defeated Tommy Rogers by pin of the power clean, lifting, diving headbutt. Boy films were off his game, and that's quality in the colour commentary match booth. Tommy Rogers 51, Boy Filton 46. Don Rickard 80 and Dave Boy 83, not bad. Tommy Rogers in performance, I accept an 80. 77B, I accept that as well. Then we've got Harold Finkel in the back, Mean Gene and Andre Andrade goes, Finkel goes, "I'm here to speak on behalf of Andre the Giant," and points towards him. He has said to me in the WWF that Paul Orndorff is delirious, and he thinks he's going to defeat him at WrestleMania. The Giant said he is the 8th wonder of the world and going to be walking out the victor at WrestleMania 2. So Howard Finkel will be talking on behalf of Andre the Giant in promos, just so I can use Howard Finkel a bit more on screen. In a decent match, Magnum TA, Fabulous Sons and the Rockers defeat the Fearsome Men. When Magnum TA defeat Ken and Nagasaki by pinfall, that wasn't what was meant to happen, so we accept that. Marty seemed off his game, Fabulous Sons seemed off his game, he's going back against South College to colour commentary. Nagasaki 65, Vader 66, Mankind 56, Undertaker 53, Fabulous Sons 41, Magnum TA 65, Mighty Jannetty 53, and Shawn Michaels 56. Michaels in performance of 64C, not bad. In above had great wrestling and good heat. The Hart Foundation, Owen Hart, Bret Hart, and Jimmy Dean defeat Rick Rude, Road Warriors, Nature and Iron Owen defeat Rick Rude by Smash Sharpshooter. Jim Dean 70, Bret Hart 78, Owen Hart 68, Rick Rude 74, Road Warrior Hawk 84, and Road Warrior 75. No worker 76B minus. Then Roddy Piper's the back and he goes, "Really? He thinks he can come on my turf and say you don't care. I care. I was here first, now your shirt sales are over mine. It's not fair. I'm going to fight and be a champion. But to get there, I need to get rid of superstar Billy Graham." No work for 76B minus. It's very weird going on to book modern day WWE after this. In an exceptional match, Jim Duggan, Ricky Steamboat, and Jake the Snake Roberts defeat Harley Race, Randy Savage, and Terry Funk in 7:55, and Jake Roberts defeat Terry Funk by pinfall. A 76B minus, not a bad match actually. I'm quite proud of that. Randy Savage says very great chemistry. Jake Roberts 80, Ricky Steamboat 89, Jim Duggan 69, Terry Funk 70, Randy Savage 89, and Harley Race 75. Terry Funk appeared in Flying, not bad, a 76B minus. I'm cope with that. And that's why Terry Funk's not getting a title around his waist. This title has been my life. I put on great matches to keep this title around my waist. You see, this is my legacy. In every show I fight. The WWF is changing and it's for the better. And it's time people saw it. And I'm going to be Intercontinental Champion for a long time yet. 68C plus. Then in a good match, Tito San, Andrew Adonis, Nikolai Koloff, and Bob Backlund defeated Hong Kong Man, Jingo Dog, Tito Santana, and 18 when Nikolai Koloff defeated Tito Santana by pinfall the Russian single interference after interference from Greg Valentine. Hong Kong Man still struggling, but we'll get him there. Tito Santana 76, Jingo Dog 76, Hong Kong Man 50, Bob Backlund 74, Nikita Koloff 68, and Adrian Adonis 72. Nikita Koloff in performance. In an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan, Dusty Rhodes, Sergeant Storm, and Stan Hansen defeated Four Horsemen. Arn Anderson, Ollie Anderson, Trudy Blanchard, and Ric Flair. In 8:17, and Stan Hansen defeated Arn Anderson by pinfall the Western Lariat. Arn Anderson was slowed by his injury, and that's quality in the colour controversy race. Flair 98, Truly 79, Ollie 60, Arn 64, Stan Hansen 83, Sauter 65, Dusty Rhodes 80, Hogan out there once again with 100. Arn Anderson in Technical, a 75B minus. Of course, that isn't our main event tonight. Our main event is going to be Andre the Giant and Superstar Billy Graham taking on Piper and Mr. Orndorff. In an exceptional match, Andre the Giant and Billy Graham defeated Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff in 22-13. When Andre the Giant defeated Roddy Piper by pinfall with the body slam. Billy Graham 90, Andre the Giant 95. Once again, Paul Orndorff out there with an 87 and a 91. No work for Roddy Piper, no work for 73B minus. Not sure he got such a bad rating. 75B minus increased our popularity in 23 regions. I hope you enjoyed episode October, November, December, January. So this is episode 4 of the WWF from 1985. We're now in 1986. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. And we'll see you in March. We've got March and February left. And then, of course, we'll be on to WrestleMania. So I'll see you for February next week. Thanks for watching, guys.